Hello, and welcome back to the Witcher Wild Hunt, where we continue with exploration of Tucson and what it can offer to us. In the last episode, we mutated Geralt. No need to worry, no need to fret. We just went to
Tip of the hat to the Tourneys Victor.
Thank you. We just went to a certain professor who wanted a lot to revert the mutations of his own son. Unfortunately, his efforts only enhanced his mutations.
No laughing matter.
And, well, we took his research and kinda applied it to Geralt. We got some new abilities. Currently we should have much more powerful signs than previously, like our signs can now do critical damage. I am also considering maybe I should switch and try enhancing my art, because this one can deal an enormous damage along with freezing enemies. Plus we got an extra slot for some additional abilities, which is also handy, of course. Kellenser Farm.
Not your lucky day. Damn it.
Yeah, and I used this slot to improve my Igni, so that now, supposedly, each time I use Igni, I set my enemies on fire. That's normal, right? To just have some dead
The cave Merten
thing.
mentioned. Need to look around.
Yes, Geralt, that's the intention.
Slips of paper all over. Prayer on each one. Maybe Merten left one too.
Remember to seek moderation in all things, in drink and victuals and the pleasures of the flesh, for whosoever shall abuse these pleasures shall awake the next morn in great pain, with a pounding head and a wilted member. Do not unto thy neighbor what thou thyself deemest unpleasant, unless thy neighbor had done thee sorely wrong, and rife with villainous were his deeds. Please bless Mummy with good health, great Lebioda. Make her well and make her never get so awful pissed again. O great Libioda, make my fields yield bounties and save them from floods and drought, but only my fields, mind you, my neighbor has had enough luck of late. Thou shalt always speak the truth, unless the truth is not well served by being spoken, in which case thou shalt lie? That sounds like bullshit. Let me be beautiful, shapely, alluring, and always youthful, and may lie snore on that strumpet Maria's fat hiney. Babette. Already asked militally. I've been to the druids and nothing. So maybe you, great Lebioda, will hear my prayer. I want to be old, ugly, and fat, for I'm sick and tired of staring at all these fair folk. They're as dull as ditch water. I at least aspire to be interesting. Bless me with strength that I may never falter. Bless me with grace that I may never doubt. Bless me with fortitude of spirit that I may leave behind the old and embrace the new with courage. I, Merten, a member of the Guild of Witchers, named after the Manticore, begin this day my pilgrimage. Here in the very cave where for 23 days and 23 nights Lebioda fasted and meditated, I vow to atone for my sins, to walk the path of redemption and rid myself of all that ties me to my old life, so that I may stand proudly among the disciples of the highest and proclaim myself a new man. I shall thus now journey to the temple of Lebioda to meet with the great beggar, a sage who has pondered the perils of Lebioda more than any else in this sad vale of tears. I shall listen to his counsel and follow his guidance on my road to absolution.
There we are. Merten wrote a prayer on the back of the diagram. Seems he left the prison, came here, then went on to the temple.
And may Jean-Luc be struck down and his bowels devoured by cholera, for he is a lecher and harlot's brood like few others. Lebioda, blessed be thy name, please let my son Julian reach Kavir safely. Let him find a little lady at last, one well born and with ample tracts of land. Verily I say unto you, give alms to the poor, yet deposit not a whole watermelon upon a beggar's lap, but merely half, lest the beggar's joy strike him with apoplexy. Apoplexy sounds familiar, but not enough for me to remember what the hell is it. How cool. We now must go in a completely different direction. I do not appreciate it a lot.
Run, Roach. Slow now.
Termes Palace Ruins.
Scholars pitched camp here. Should look around.
False teeth. Logbook of the Archaeological Expedition under the guidance of Isabelle Duchamp. Our excavation is underwritten by Oxenford Academy. Its goal is to study the ancient elven ruins at Termes and subsequently locate and find a way into the underground chambers beneath them using the purple ruby of Aweagnal. We have arrived in Tucson, one of the many trifling little realms in the Nilfgaardian Empire. Our journey took place without Mastetian Sail, a local elf, advised us against entering the ruins. As a precaution, we have hired a witcher. We have pitched camp and conducted preliminary reconnaissance. And the quarreling continues. The witcher advises us to end the expedition, and someone has yet again brought up that canard about an ancient curse. The entrance to the underground chamber is indeed protected by a barrier. We must await the witcher's return. He is to use the purple ruby to...
They were scholars. Should have guessed the passages inside were blocked for a reason. Good thing they didn't try to go in there without a witcher. Place of power. Should draw from it.
Yeah, dude, let's first find it properly. should definitely come more prepared. I'm losing a lot of health on those seemingly random encounters. Judge Herbert's letter. Dear Hedwiga, you were absolutely correct to advise against this journey. Why did the Dean of Archaeology entrust its leadership to the hands of the squadron? Who found the Violet Ruby of Aweagnal, me or her? You must know the Witcher has returned after all. The ruby removed the barrier, as I held it would from the start, and allowed him to explore the interior. Can you believe the Witcher almost convinced that Duchamp to return to town to hire additional guards? We don't know what dangers are in store for us. Now there's someone who knows how to pad his billable hours. Duchamp took to the idea, recalling the tale about the tomb being cursed. Yet I convinced the company not to put any stock in fairy tales. We must hurry, I said, for what if someone beats us to it and robs the elven treasury first? Because as you know, according to my translation, the most precious can only mean one thing, the lost treasure of King Divitav. Soon it shall be ours. Later addendum partly obscured by blood stains. The witch was right. We should have never gone in there. That is an accursed place. I barely managed to escape, crawl out and take the ruby. The portal has closed. I am safe. But the others... Why the hell I consider it a good idea to go into the cursed place?
Magic barrier. Got a bad feeling, damn it. Can finally see something. The bodies. Seems they were running for the exit. The bodies. Seems they were running for the exit.
What the hell shall you be?
Show me what you got.
Okay. I haven't seen barghests from the first game. Very big and empty chamber. Yay, my favorite ones. Okay, let's just try to be reasonable. Christ almighty. How did I even survive this? Somebody's letter. I write this missive to you, elven brother, from another time, to ensure memory of our sad fate never perishes. After many failed attempts, the treacherous Dwan finally managed to reach King Divitav and stick his flesh with steel. The court medic's healing brews provided no succor, and King Divitav did not last the night. At that moment our morale, which had already suffered a great trial during the weeks-long siege, reached rock bottom. But were we to allow the body of our leader to fall into the hands of the Dwan, let them put his head on a pike? The mage Balafion did not have to ponder long. The king's place is in his family crypt in Sitarak. I was one of the volunteers who carried the body from the palace through underground tunnels. Yet somehow the Dwan picked up our trail and attacked us in the temple. After a short battle, we made a unanimous decision. Barfion shall leave and close the entrance to the crypts behind him. We shall stay behind and place the king at his grave. The mage hesitated a short while, yet knew the palace would fall without his support. He left, swearing he would soon return once our troops have fought off the Dwan with the help of General Sempolin, whose army should reach us any day now. I have a feeling it didn't. Here lies our father. He died so that others may live.
Satchel looks like it belonged to a witcher.
Any diagrams inside? Yeah. Suppose I shouldn't be surprised Master Tainsale asks such a steep price to forge Grandmaster armor. No other craftsman in the world's his equal. I tried to tell wise old Vesemir that what he gave me would barely be enough for one silver sword. Trek it halfway across the world to get here from Kaer Morhen, and for what? Gonna have to look around for some work. Today Tainsale introduced me to the leader of an archaeologist, but in the end we reached a deal. Checked the area out, and it seems calm enough, though my medallion did buzz in a few spots near the ruins. That's why I told them to pitch camp a bit further away from the main entrance. Who the blazes knows what might be living inside? They've also mentioned something about a curse, so guess I should expect rats, barghests maybe. Then I should have asked for more. Tomorrow we start
Came to Toussaint at Vesemir's request. Interesting. Too bad things ended here for this wolf. Not many of us left alive.
Come on.
A witcher. Brought the ceiling down to bury his foes. Ended up burying himself, too.
Well, at least we finished this scavenger hunt. Now, a little bit further in front of me lies another point of interest, which we can check out.
I'll take it from the left! Blood! Blood! What the cattle dickens? Batman!
Oh,
Oh, Mumsy! You're not a complete bung. Pathetic.
now let's see whether they had anything of interest. Adjunct Philipp Borutt's notes. The very first day, and I already regret agreeing to participate in this expedition. The journey itself will take 8 weeks. Besides, I do not believe anyone from Isabelle Duchamp's lost expedition remains alive. It has been years. Professor Ivor has taken a hearty supply of egg salad sandwiches with him for the road. We have arrived. Professor Ivor gave the order to pitch camp near the ruins of Termius, the place where the missing group led by Professor Duchamp was supposed to carry out its excavations. Then we drank 2 bottles of wine and went to sleep. The Termius Palace ruins, the very thought of them sends shivers down my spine. Nevertheless, I believe we should begin our search in the ruins themselves. Yet the professor keeps beating around the bush and spends most of his time curled up with a bottle. My suggestion to head deeper into the woods and look for signs of the expedition was shrugged off with a comment about my impertinence and an accusation of trying to take over leadership of the expedition. The professor has perished. He departed yesterday morning and had not returned to camp by evening. We shall soon set out to look for him. Perhaps that drunkard finally dared visit the ruins. Professor Noel Ivor's journal. Journal has been kept chaotically, full of stains, blots, and incomprehensible scribblings, and the entries are not dated. Every day I regret what I said then. How could I have been so foolish? Why did I not agree to become her assistant? Fie upon you, base ambition, or Isabelle, forgive me. Enough inaction, I am off to Beauclair. If I find you alive, Isabelle, I will fall to my knees and plead forgiveness. And if you are gone, enough of this wallowing in self-pity, time to get to work. I have chosen the most talented and hard-working of my students, and for my assistant I have named my most clever adjunct, Philipp Borutt. The Academy Chancellery has accepted the plan for our expedition. We need but collect our equipment, then hit the road. Unbelievable. Philip had the audacity to point out to me that eating egg salad sandwiches while traveling in a closed carriage is poor manners. What arrogance! And to think I prized him above all my adjuncts, I could not have imagined a worse start to our 8-week journey. We have arrived. I fear entering these ruins. I fear what I shall find there. I think I lack the strength to face the truth. That impertinent upstart Philipp Borutt is driving me completely mad. He's accused me of idleness and indecision. How dare he hurl such insults in the presence of the other members of our expedition? He does not understand who my beloved Isabelle was, who she is to me. I I do not wish to, I cannot face the truth. I am off, alone at the moment, for I do not wish them to see me when I find. I will begin by searching the ruins of the temple abutting the river. Hello there. Come on, I don't bite. Usually. Is it another one of those wine dealing merchants? Yeah, Vintner's contract.
Slow now.
Foot in that cave. It's made its lair there. It's swallowed Phil and whole.
Whoa there, sir. I guess those swords on your back aren't there as festoons. Maybe you could help me.
Maybe. Depends.
Well, there's a cave that to my mind would be splendid for aging wine. Not over dry and none too moist.
But
Well, damn thing's full of noise. The arse-clenching sort. Clinkety, bangety, knockety kind. Sent my clerk in to see, been 2 days. And he's not back. I reckon it's aught to do with the elven ruins. Blah. That about the cave. So, lend us a hand, will you?
could help, provided you can pay.
40%? Shall we start with that? That's kinda a lot. Wait a second. How much is 40? It should be 80. Oh shit, 30? Can you deal with 30%?
Yes, we're almost there. Yes, we're almost there. Yes, we're almost there. Yes, we're almost there. Agreed.
Fine. I'll have a look in the cave, see what lurks there.
Careful, good folk. Ooh. Careful, good folk. Oh. Careful, good folk. Careful.
A gargoyle.
Not bad.
Anyone else in here? Because if it was solely about a single gargoyle, of course not.
Stench.
Some armor, as if I have a lot of use for it. Well, I mean, I can sell it, I guess. You're gonna dive in here? Apparently not. Okay.
Is it over? Is it done? All
Yes.
clear now? Did you manage it?
Yeah,
Yep.
all taken care of.
Ha! And 4 cold witches lay about some freeloaders? Bollocks! Storehouse will be ready in 2 days at most. And here on in, you've cut rate prices on all my goods.
So long.
Decent. Seems I'm still hangover.
Move it.
Now, time to cross the bridge and go explore northeast.
Come on now.
Is that a bandit? They look humanoid.
You dare to kerfluffle me? Me?
Grab the harlot's brute!
Stay together! At least try to!
Pam param, pam pam param, pam pam param.
Say with my hands! What's your stones?
They scoffed at you. A migrant from the north, but if you hadn't come, they'd still be wetting their breeches with fear. Thanks, shipper boots.
Oh!
You call that walking?
Better to push quilts and drag hose, don't you think? Smell that?
Orders written
Welcome
on a
to
scrap of
Tucson.
sow hide. Job's a simple one. You're to comb the warehouses at the Freinete docks. Take any food supplies you find and scurry back here to Tweed. There's a load of knaves errant around and plenty of her ill-smelling greases guardsmen. Philibert.
I do what they paid me to do. That's it.
So does anyone notice
Works hard on the
a
nerves,
piece
eh?
of local history?
That's why you're so grey.
Oh,
Anything? Some letters, notes.
Not even a draft horse will talk without some character to move
sweep
it.
up here.
Anything will suffice actually.
Drink! Give me a drink!
Oh no. Yet another fugitive from the north? Why are you here?
Don't know if you noticed, but I just saved your ass.
Yes, yes. Though not without a reward in mind, I wager. I know your kind.
Course. And I'll want a share of your beggar's alms, too. Wanted to take a look at your goods first. May I?
I suppose. But you're to touch nothing, and on purchasing pay in full, in hard currency. Understood?
Show me your wares. Promise not to touch anything.
Oh, you clearly have a lot of money. I feel like those should cost more.
Gotta go. So long.
So yeah, then just go along the coast.
My hand shakes so bad, I cannot hold my
Run, Roach.
Give me a drink!
And go here. And we shall arrive to the other settlement with the notice board, and I also left my marker there.
I've a daughter, you know. She's fit to wed. Oh, so fit.
Where does a snake keep its paws?
Come on, Roach.
Notice board is supposed to be somewhere over here.
Mouth's dry as a stockfish.
I see it now.
I've worked up to my chin and I've caught some rot.
Slow now.
Do monsters have mamas and papas?
Wanted. Murderous Vandagildes. Antoine Starling Stragging, Loth alias Half-Breed, Philibert Four Fingers von Witten. Rooms for travelers, to all those who have journeyed from lands far, far away and have no place to call their own in our fair duchy, worry not. I have rooms to let in the village of Francollets. My prices are very fair, I won't fleece you like those scoundrels in Beauclair. I can also offer fresh air and a view of the Caraberta woods out of the window that is nothing short of breathtaking. Help wanted immediately, females only. No. Contract. The Monster of Tufo. I hereby announce the following. The vineyard known as Tufo, which is counted among my possessions and is famed throughout all the world for the superb melon blanc it produces, is beset by some monstrosity. Any knight who tracks the beast down and slays it will not only prove his honor, but also earn a reward of not insignificant size. Therefore, hear my call, all brave and valorous men of Tucson, and make haste to Tufo to converse with the undersigned about the contract. And for mysterious plummeting cattle, urgently needed, specialist used to the strange and extraordinary, must be fast and reliable, sorcerer, druid or witcher preferred. Problem involves cattle, falling out of sky at night and must be cleared up fast. Work must resume at quarry soon as we are up against tight deadlines. For details see foreman of Ardaisa Quarry.
You seek something? I've got it.
That's not so far away actually. I would gladly check this out. And this is also not too far away. And by another notice board. Stop eating stuff.
You'll frighten me, kiddies.
Don't crowd around.
Hey-ya! Collapsed building. foundations probably caved in. Literally undermined.
That spriggan that slaughtered the Cuterans. Apparently, it was forced to do it. Our logic worked by the Help! All on account of him being refused her hand.
Charite Gontran de Tufo's journal. Finally, a response to my notice. A witcher big as a mountain and bearded as a dwarf. He asked about the contract, then said he'd take it for about as much coin as we've set aside for Fifi's dowry. That's some nerve, but I had no other choice. I had to agree. The witcher claims the problems are caused by some subterranean monster. He searched the area and found an entrance to a complex of caves by a stream in the Marcescent forest. He plans to enter through it tomorrow. The witcher hasn't returned. Some elf from the city asked about him. Now that's some nerve giving our address to non-humans. Enough of this. I will never hire a witcher again. It will soon be 10 days since he took his retainer and disappeared. I plan to sell the things he left behind to recover at least a portion of my losses. Too bad he mostly just left scraps with scribblings that no one will want to purchase.
Whatever beast the Witcher was hunting, doesn't seem like he killed it. Gotta keep my eyes peeled.
Not your lucky day.
For some reason Geralt since recently refuses to sheathe his blades. I wonder why. Besotted clerk's journal. I've decided. I shall ask her tomorrow. A man only lives once. We agreed to meet at our usual place at noon. Clarissa has asked for a half-day off, and I'll sneak away from the chancellery. That old fogey of a supervisor will never notice I'm missing, and even if he did, so what? I'm young, I'll find another work. Although, if Clarissa found out I'd lost my job, she might not agree. I'd have proposed to her ages ago, were I not aware how much she fears a life of poverty. She's never said as much, but I can see it worries her. But what are we waiting for? Together we shall live more economically than apart, and finally we shall not have constantly to scheme up ways to meet here. I wanted to invite her to dine at the best eatery in all of Beauclair. So many times I have imagined what it would be like. Waiters decked out in golden livery would bring us foie gras and sorbets. Clarissa would sit on a satin cushion, a raven black crown of hair on her head, and looking beautiful, the most beautiful woman in all the room. Then I would pull out a diamond ring. But the truth is, I shall never be able to afford all that, not even if Clarissa were to insist a ring of simple silver would be enough for her, and we'd be better off spending that coin to buy a house in Hauteville, where we could open up a shop and she could sell hats. Thus I shall propose to her tomorrow in the abandoned wine cave which serves as our meeting place, our cozy sanctuary where we have spent so many pleasant hours together. She never complained that our only romantic moments have been spent surrounded by cobwebs and old barrels of wine. But tomorrow marks the end of that all. Once we are wed, I will carry her across my threshold. It will be tight quarters, but there will be room enough for a bed, and there will be no cobwebs. I have only a simple copper ring for her, with a red glass jewel of the cheapest sort, but I promise, in a year's time I will exchange it for a silver one with an amethyst or maybe even a ruby. Oh, Clarissa, tomorrow cannot come soon enough. I think I shall not be able to fall asleep tonight. Shit. Oh, they're dead. Are you eating something again? Are you trying to tell the guys that
Roach.
I underfeed you? This is not true.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot.
Might we speak?
Our duchy values peace and quiet.
Monsieur de Bobo. Whatever. I think that I cannot save my game right now, so how about I make... Ooh, that's a nice landscape. You know what, we'll stand just like this. I made absolutely same
Hello
mistake.
there. Come here.
Yes, I will come to you in the next episode. For now, I would like to save my game. That one is accomplished. Good. And I'd like to say thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. In such a case, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.